Good morning, gentlemen. We're on our 58th segment of the Think Before You Speak series, the laws of Shemirat Halashon, with a few stories. Leilu Nishmat, the great Chafetz Chaim, Zechet Tzadik Lebracha, as well Leilu Nishmat, Luz Aliza Bat Henriette, and her children that passed with her in the fire, Ruach Hashem Tenichena B'Gan Eden. Today's learning should be specifically dedicated for the Yeshua and the Refuah Shleima of Avi Mori, Yitzchak Nisim Ben Luna, along with the Cholim of Klal Yisrael. It should be a great zichut, these halachot, for our Bnei Chabura, for Beracha V'Atzlacha Ad B'Lidai. And as well, it should be dedicated for the great Shmir Amalia and Atzlacha Gedolah of Chaim Davidov Ben Chayesara. The title of today's halachot is Getting Even, Revenge. Getting even. So now, I think we've seen this story a lot in life, where people who know that they're about to do something wrong, but they have some sort of a justification. They say to themselves, it's okay, because you know what? That person did it to me as well. So I'm just kind of dishing back what was done to me. Now, this is a justification. And in halacha, it has no basis at all. And it's absolutely forbidden. As an example, we go back to the story where basically you have a bunch of guys playing at recess, and they're in the middle of a great game. And while they're playing, one guy is telling everybody else a story that took place the night before. And as he's telling over the story, he's using the story to really bash and say derogatory things about a friend of everybody that everybody knows. And he's going on with the theatrics and the impersonations, telling over the story, getting everybody to laugh, and really degrading the person that he's talking about. One of his friends stop him and say, hey, wait 1 second. Listen, this is real Lashon Hara. You got to stop. It's not nice. You're really bashing and degrading the person. And we all know who the guy is. And you're using the name, and we know exactly what you're doing. And you know what his answer is? You're right. But you know what? This guy speaks Lashon Hara about me all the time. I know as a fact that he spoke about me, and he starts saying all the things that the guy said. This is an absolute baseless tirutz. This is clearly not acceptable in halacha. To think that you can get even with a person and say Lashon Hara about him because you think he spoke once about you is absolutely prohibited, and it's not allowed. And therefore, let's get clarity. To go out and speak Lashon Hara against someone else because you feel that they spoke Lashon Hara about you at a different time is absolutely prohibited. And let me clarify the behind the scenes of the why. Number one, because, hey, you say that he spoke Lashon Hara about you. The halacha states that you're not allowed to believe that someone spoke Lashon Hara about you. So even the reasoning that you're giving is faulty, because who says he really did? You're not allowed to believe that he spoke Lashon Hara about you, let alone trying to now get even and take revenge and speak Lashon Hara about him. So that's reason number one for this halacha. And reason number two for this halacha is never did we allow speaking Lashon Hara about anyone else unless there's some sort of constructive purpose. And in this scenario, it's exactly the opposite. All this guy is doing is taking the wrong and making it more wrong. Right? Avera, goreret avera. And therefore, it's absolutely prohibited. On the other hand, let's just think for a minute, if we really want to engage in that mirrored effect of behavior by kind of copying what someone is doing back in return, says Borei Olam, Hashem tzilcha al yad yaminecha. Hashem says, I'm your shadow. Don't be shadowing other people's bad. Try to emulate my good. Derachea darchei noam. Thank you for listening.